G'day everyone, this is B2 from BOOTBOT Reviews. Welcome back to another football boot in 5 minutes video, where I go over a football boot in less than 5 minutes. For those of you who are new to the channel or do not know me, I'm not a pro footballer or even a good one at that. I'm just an average bowler on my best days with very wide feet. I've always had trouble finding a boot that fits me well and ended up buying loads of boots to find the right one. I always thought there are more of us out there, and that's why I started this channel. With me, you'll be hearing a wide feet biased reviews. And if you do like my content or you're part of that wide feet crew, please do watch through to the end and leave a like on the video. Also, please subscribe to my channel for more reviews for the wide footed. Today's boots are the most iconic and loved speed boot on the market, the Nike Mercurial Vapor 13. Let's get started. The Nike Mercurial. From Ronaldo to Ronaldo. These have revolutionized the industry. In 1998, when you thought football boots, you thought of the black leather heavy boot, probably a copper or a king. The Mercurial was a breath of fresh air, made for the god of football, Ronaldo himself, who back then I looked up to as younger players do to Messi or CR7. Now those boots were made with KNG 100 synthetic upper with bright colors, so not the black leather boot people were used to, and reduced weight, which was mind-blowing for the late 90s. And for a few years, the Mercurial, very much like this one, remained very similar. The synthetic and stiff upper and trying to shed as much weight as possible. Then fast forward 16 years to 2014, Nike released the Mercurial Superfly 4, the first ever knitted Mercurial. Although I never owned a pair, I've had them in my hand, and those were stiff as f. Now, obviously, we had a lot of players buying and wearing those boots, but honestly, I do not think they were all that great. But hey, that's just my opinion. Don't hate. Then in 2017, we had another breakthrough in these, the Flyknit Ultra. Now, these were amazing, grasping every detail of the Nike Vapor and turning it into a complete Flyknit boot. And these paved the way for the Vapor 12 and finally the Vapor 13. I see the Vapor 13 as the perfected version of the Flyknit Ultra. The 12 were flawed in a few ways, like a very plasticky upper, but the 13s are near perfect boot. The start was a little bit bumpy for me. With my wide feet, the boot squeezed my foot and there was no room in the toe box and my toes were curled up. I thought, oh no, I've got to return these. But after about 10-15 minutes of light warm up, it all changed. The upper loosened up and wrapped around my foot. Now, different to how a leather boot forms to your shape, but very pleasing. That doesn't mean I had loads of room in the toe box. These are still speed boots after all. The touch on the ball was great too. Very sharp and barefoot light. They also do a great job locking your foot in place, so moving and turning in these were no problem at all. For me, the biggest advantage the Nike Mercurial have against any other speed boot on the market are the stud pattern. These have the most aggressive stud pattern on the market, and if you consistently play on natural grass, you will enjoy running in these. Now, if you hear me saying I enjoy sprinting, a lazy bum player like me, then you know these feel great. But I bought the AG stud pattern for the Vapor 13 because at the time of buying these, I was postseason and I played on AG surfaces. And I gotta say, in my experience, these are no way close to what you get from an FG stud pattern in terms of that feeling, that bite you get when you're sprinting. But if you play only on AG surfaces, I do suggest that you buy the AG variant, mainly because of durability. And speaking of durability, I find I have an ongoing issue with Nike boots and sole separation in this midfoot area. But here, after more than 10 hours of wear, these are holding up fine. Now, sizing these were a bit of a surprise for me. I got these right after I started going true to size with all my boots, and I had my doubts. So I had both US 7.5 my true size, and US 8 ready to go at my go-to store in Australia. And I opted with the US 7.5. The length is perfect, and the width, as I mentioned, will stretch to accommodate to your foot to a point. So unless you have triple E width foot, I would say you would fit in these. But as always, I recommend trying boots on at your local store before making any purchase, especially with wide or high arch feet like mine. Now these are Mercurial Dream Speed, the first generation. And if you like to find out more about the colorway, check my unboxing video. Final verdict, 7.5 out of 10. That concludes the Mercurial Vapor 13 in 5 minutes video. I do hope you've enjoyed this video, and again, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more 5-minute content. Comment below if you have any questions. Stay safe. I will see you in the next one.